Okay, now we're going to talk about the marketing. So the marketing that we want to do in order to get $100,000 per month within 180 days is going to be organic marketing, and specifically marketing on Instagram and TikTok. There is so many ways to market. Yeah, there's Twitter, yeah, there's Reddit. There's obviously gray hat methods and there's black hat methods, but none of these methods have longevity and they are not going to deliver consistent and reliable subscriber acquisition. The only way to deliver consistent and reliable subscriber acquisition is by developing a personal brand using organic marketing strategies and working with the platforms and not working against them. This is going to be the best way. This is the only way. You look at the biggest creators on the page and what are they doing? They're doing this. So we want to market using the content verticals theory. Within your channel subject, you should choose 5 video topics or verticals to produce media around. If you produce and post at least 1 video per day, you'll begin to notice patterns of what verticals are trending the most. At the end of the 4 to 6 week period of consistent posting, you should see clear leaders and laggers in your video topics. At this point, you should cut the laggers and double down on the leaders. Use these topics to categorize videos during the brainstorming phase of your media production process. So you want to choose 5 verticals that make up your personal brand. We don't want to market within one specific niche. Yes, these niches work, but they don't have longevity. I've seen it time and time again. An example of this is people who put their models, or you're a model yourself, within a specific niche, like an office worker niche. The videos can do well, they can go viral. However, over time, the followers on that page are going to get burnt out. They are seeing the same content being posted over and over and over again, and you are not making yourself unique in the space. You're competing against every other person who is posting office niche videos. Whereas when you choose 5 verticals to your liking and a vertical that you know will do well, I'm going to give an example of one that does. You are able to make yourself a market of one, and you are not competing with anyone but yourself. And that's how you're able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. That is the way to do it, is by making yourself a market of one. Okay? Some helpful hints. Don't overdo it. If 5 topic verticals feel too daunting, try 3. Less is more, and anything above 5 verticals being tested at a time can be counterproductive. Stay focused. Dialing in your verticals should be a dedicated multi-week experiment. Hit it hard. Figure it out, then move on. Once you have your verticals defined, you can be more loose with your content. Repeat as needed. Repeat as needed. Dialing in your verticals is a strategy that you can always come back to if content stops working or your media becomes stale. This is a skill set that will ensure that you always have a method to identify and create content that will work no matter how often trends and social platforms change and evolve. We don't want to be making ourselves competing against all the trends and trying to just trend hunt, and maybe one video does well and then the next one flops, and then one video does well and then the next one flops. We want to make ourselves a brand of one, and you want to be an example like Sophie Rain or your Jelly Beans Brains or your Camillas, where every single video is getting 1 million views plus. And that is how you build an insane brand and you have a consistent, reliable subscriber acquisition. So the whole idea behind it is that you're making your content creation a system. We don't want to be making content based on how we feel, and we don't want to be making adjustments to our content based on how we feel. We don't want to involve our emotions in the creation process and the production process, because when it comes to posting content, there is the latency that we need to account for. That's why you want to ideally come up with your 3 to 5 verticals, and then you want to batch make content over a 4 to 6 week period. Ideally, you want to do 3 videos a day. Batch make all that content. That could only take you 1 day to do, and you could have all that content for the whole month and a bit, month and a half. Schedule that content on your account. You can either use, obviously, you can either post manually on the account. It's probably the best way to post manually, or you can use only Instagram style scheduling stuff. So in the Instagram app scheduling, or on the Meta scheduling is the only ways to schedule stuff without limiting your reach, because it's actually made through the Meta app. One of the example verticals that works really, really well is the skit vertical. And I'm gonna go through that and explain exactly that video and how that actually works. So this is a skit vertical blueprint, the overview. The skit vertical is designed to create engaging short form videos tailored for social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts that provide an element of comedy. This vertical focuses on generating entertaining content that can also incorporate elements of sex, love, and funny/relatable content. Perfect for capturing the attention of your audience in a short amount of time. The goal is to combine elements of entertaining content to hook your audience's attention while also relating the video to comedic and sexual themes. So this is the example video. I'm actually going to play the video first and then we'll kind of break it down and go through it.
I think I left my phone in your backseat. Could you grab it for me?
Yeah, sure.
Cool, thanks so much. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, thank you so much. Hey, could you get it again? Hey, cousin.
Okay. So, the topic of this skit vertical, the topic of this skit video, leaving an item in the back of the car. The purpose, using an item in the back of the car. The cameraman will get you to bend over and lean into the back of the car. So, in the first 0 to 3 seconds, we have the hook. This is more of a verbal hook of the cameraman shouting, "Hey cousin." Plus we've also got a pattern interrupt with the quick camera shake at the start. Another way they have hooked the audience in is obviously by the clothing choice as well, which shows off the breasts. So I'm gonna play that hook again. So notice the pattern interrupt at the start with the quick camera shake, as well as the hook of him shouting, "Hey cousin." It's like they're shouting at you to get you to engage, as well as you can see the clothing choice as well to show off her body.
Listen, I think I left my phone in your backseat. Could you grab it for me?
Yeah, sure.
Cool, thanks so much.
Then we've got the body. So this is after that, the 3 to 25 seconds. The cameraman will say they left their phone in the back of the car and they need you to grab it from the back. That's what we just saw then. Then we also got the conclusion. You will then lean into the back, showing your bum for added effect, plus it's a re-hook. So we've hooked them in, then we've said the body, which is to, can you get the phone in the back? Now she is going to turn around and get the phone in the back, but obviously you're going to see her body, and this is going to re-hook and re-engage the viewer to continue watching towards the end, okay? Then the cameraman will say something related to your bum being shown, for example, gyat. And then obviously he throws the phone back into the car. This adds to the comedic effect, and he wants to see her do it again. Obviously you can see at the end, after she'll bend over to get the phone in the back, then he'll throw it back in for that comedic effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, thank you so much.
And he throws it back in.
Hey, could you get it again? Hey, cousin.
So that's kind of the skit vertical broken down. With certain equipment as well, obviously you need an iPhone to film this stuff. It's really good to have a microphone. So there's either the Rode Wireless Go microphones as well as the DJI wireless mic. That's the one I'm using right now, which is pretty good, the DJI one. And then as well, you obviously need a cameraman for the skit vertical. This can be a friend or a partner, doesn't matter. That's sort of the skit video broken down on how that video did well. This is just one example of a vertical, and that works really, really well, that you can take in and implement right away, but obviously come up with some other verticals that suit your personality specifically. If you're into cosplay, make a vertical around that. If you're into outdoor stuff, make a vertical around that. Whatever you're into, make a vertical and use that hook, body, and conclusion that I've just explained then to build and construct videos that do well. So to note, building a successful content strategy requires patience and persistence. By posting consistently and iterating on your content, you will allow for a meaningful average of engagement rate to emerge. Avoid making hasty decisions based on a few posts' performance. Instead, focus on compiling enough data to understand the true potential of your content strategy. This approach will help you identify and capitalize on successful content verticals. leading to more consistent and reliable results over time. Recognize the potential impact of a single viral video and leverage the momentum it creates to scale your success rapidly. Remember, while the journey might start slow, the right strategy and perseverance can lead to exponential growth and success. All it takes is literally one video to change your complete trajectory and life course. If you had one video, you can have one video get upwards of 100 to 200 million views on a single video. And that is more than what anyone would ever get ever. So it's very, very important to never let your emotions come into play when you're posting your videos, which is why we want to schedule and batch make the content over a period of time. And then after that period of time, so we're incorporating the latency that is required for social media platforms. And then after we've had that 4 to 6 week of consistent posting, we're able to then change and see what are the leaders and laggers.